Thanks, Connie. 7:48, everybody. No matter how you seem to do it, you just can't keep up with the rooms in your house to keep them organized. Well, someone who knows a thing or two about putting it all together is Sarah Welch. She is the co-founder of Get Buttoned Up and the co-author of Everything Almost in Its Place. That book right there, and she joins us now to talk about it. I love the book. Read it last night. I was going through my place going, okay, I don't have to be perfect.
You do not
have to be perfect. What made you decide to write this book and co-author it with Alicia Rockmore, who's a good friend of ours?
She is. We basically are two busy working moms with too much to do and not enough time to do it all. And we felt that there was really a need for some organizational tips for people with not enough time to get organized.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the things we really need to try and get organized. Is the house. Some days you just can't seem to get over all the mails, the circulars, and the flyers. What is the first tip you say on how to tackle a room?
Well, the first secret, and it really is an important one, is to have 2 trash cans in every room. Not one, but 2. Because being 1 or 2 steps away from a trash can makes you much less likely to hold on to things unnecessarily. Cuts down on the clutter pretty dramatically.
Yeah, because I was telling you, you know, sometimes you come into my home and it's sort of like, is there a couch somewhere? and I
Try 2 trash cans in that room.
And I live alone. All right, so you say you put a trash can in every room. One of the things, of course, if you're a parent and you have children, they can tend to really create just a tsunami of trash. And how do you try and do that when you're trying to keep their attention, to keep them moving, to keep them working?
Well, a really great secret is doing something we call a commercially clean. Commercially clean, if you see them watching TV, rather than letting them flip through the channels at the break, have them tackle some of the mess piles that are in that room. And then when their show comes back on, they can go back to watching TV.
Can you use this with a spouse as well? This is for the guys watching as well. You know, like SportsCenter goes to a commercial break.
Absolutely. It's for all of us. All of us. Wives, husbands, kids.
But how much can you do in 2 minutes? I mean, or 3 minutes, however long a commercial break is.
You can start. You get momentum going, and at the end of sort of 8 minutes, it's amazing what you can tackle.
All right, you brought some gadgets here and some gizmos and some things to do. For example, you know, we have handbags, we have remote changers, we have keys especially, and you have cell phones and Blackberries. How do you keep them all organized?
Well, I mean, you have to admit that there is always going to be some baseline of clutter in your life.
Sure.
And you just have to give everything a place.
Give everything, put everything in its place.
Everything.
That's a yardstick. Sounds like a yardstick. We continue. How do you put everything in its place?
So, for example, my husband holds on to every single receipt from every single store he goes to, whether or not he needs to. And they used to float around the house in little piles, rotating receipt piles. Instead, now he keeps them in a receipt catcher box where he knows all of his receipts go directly in here, and I don't have to look at floating receipt piles around the house. You can give your kids backpacks, cubbies, to put them when they come in.
What's this? What's this? This is a great idea for what?
Well, the mail is usually a big sore point in most towns. It is. There's a lot of stuff that comes in and out. Make yourself or buy an organizer for the mail that takes 2 seconds to sort the mail into its particular slot, and you'd be surprised at just staying on top of the mail day to day can go a long way to helping you feel more organized and together.
You have something here called a yunk box as opposed to a junk box.
Yes.
And the importance of this, what is sort of the long-term project?
How many things are you holding on to because you're not really sure? You don't want to throw it away.
No.
You may need it at some point in the future, but you're not really sure. Something like that qualifies as what we call yunk, which is you never know. You never know. And so we recommend creating your own yunk box and storing things like that ab workout that you ripped out from South last week that you're going to get to someday.
From 1976, because you just never know. Never. She is Sarah Walsh, and I just knocked something over. And she is the co-founder of Get Buttoned Up and a co-founder of Everything Almost in Its Place. It is a great book. Please go out and buy it. And you can check it out on how to get your life together and organized. It is a great book. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.